The best English story for Level 1. This clip delves into the captivating world of English stories for Level 1 learners, highlighting the elements that make these stories so effective in engaging and educating young minds. We'll explore the characteristics that set these stories apart, including their simplicity, engaging characters, and relatable themes. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Summary. A tiny caterpillar hatches from an egg on Sunday morning. He is very hungry, so he starts eating his way through a variety of foods, one for each day of the week. Monday, 1 apple. Tuesday, 2 pears. Wednesday, 3 plums. Thursday, 4 strawberries. Friday, 5 oranges. Saturday, a piece of chocolate cake. Sunday, 1 green leaf. The caterpillar eats so much that he has a stomachache on Saturday. On Sunday, he feels better and eats a light meal of a green leaf. He then builds a cocoon and spins himself into a chrysalis. A few weeks later, a beautiful butterfly emerges from the chrysalis. Themes. The Very Hungry Caterpillar is a story about growth, change, and overcoming challenges. It is also a story about the importance of eating healthy foods. Vocabulary. Hungry, feeling a strong desire to eat. Caterpillar, a small insect with a long, segmented body that crawls on its belly. Caterpillars eat leaves and other plants, and they eventually transform into butterflies or moths. Butterfly, a beautiful insect with wings that are covered in scales. Butterflies feed on nectar from flowers, and they help to pollinate plants. Chrysalis, the pupa stage of a butterfly's life cycle. The caterpillar spins a cocoon around itself and changes into a chrysalis, where it undergoes metamorphosis. Apple, a round, sweet fruit that grows on apple trees. Apples are a good source of vitamins and fiber. Pear, a round or oval-shaped fruit that grows on pear trees. Pears are a good source of potassium and vitamin C. Plum, a round or oval-shaped fruit that grows on plum trees. Plums are a good source of fiber and vitamin A. Strawberry, a small red fruit that grows close to the ground. Strawberries are a good source of vitamin C and antioxidants. Orange, a round, orange-colored fruit that grows on orange trees. Oranges are a good source of vitamin C and fiber. Chocolate cake, a cake made with chocolate. Chocolate cake is a popular dessert. Green leaf, the green part of a plant. Green leaves make food for the plant through photosynthesis. Stomachache, a pain in the stomach. A stomachache can be caused by eating too much, eating the wrong foods, or being sick. Cocoon, a silken case that a caterpillar spins around itself before it transforms into a butterfly or moth. The caterpillar changes into a chrysalis inside the cocoon. Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. In the gentle story of Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown, a young rabbit bids goodnight to all the familiar objects in his room, from the red chair to the green rocking horse. As the moon rises higher in the sky, the rabbit's drowsiness grows, and he eventually succumbs to sleep, feeling secure and loved in his cozy room. Summary. A young rabbit named Baby Rabbit is getting ready for bed. He says goodnight to all the things in his room, including the green rocking horse, the red chair, the patchwork quilt, and the kittens. He also says goodnight to the moon, the stars, and the great big tree outside his window. Baby Rabbit is tired now, and he curls up in his bed and goes to sleep. He dreams of all the things he said goodnight to. Themes. Comfort and security. Love and affection. The passage of time. The beauty of nature. Vocabulary. Goodnight. A polite way to say farewell to someone at the end of the day, typically when they are going to bed. Moon. The natural satellite of the Earth, visible at night as a luminous orb. Stars. Celestial bodies that appear as points of light in the night sky. Tree. A tall, woody plant with a trunk and branches that bear leaves. Bed. A piece of furniture used for sleeping on, typically consisting of a frame with a mattress. Room. A space enclosed by walls and a ceiling, forming part of a building. Quilt. A bed cover made by piecing together different fabrics, typically in a patchwork pattern. Rocking horse. A toy horse mounted on rockers, designed to be rocked back and forth. Kittens. Young cats. Dream. A sequence of images, thoughts, or emotions passing through the mind during sleep. The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. On a rainy day, a tall red and white striped cat comes to visit two young children, Sally and her brother. The cat promises to show them some fun tricks, but their fish warns them that the cat will cause trouble. Despite the fish's warnings, Sally and her brother let the cat in. The cat and his two Thing 1 and Thing 2 creatures start to make a mess in the house. They ride a ball through the house, balance objects on their noses, and even walk on the ceiling. The fish becomes increasingly worried and tries to warn the children, but they are too busy having fun with the cat. Finally, the fish decides to call the cat's mother, who arrives just in time to clean up the mess and take the cat and his things away. The children are relieved that the mess is cleaned up, but they are also sad to see the cat and his things go. The fish is happy that the cat is gone, but he also knows that he will probably be back someday. Themes. Fun and excitement. Responsibility. Cleaning up after oneself. Consequences of actions. Vocabulary. Cat. A small domesticated mammal with a soft coat, sharp claws, and a playful nature. Mess. A state of untidiness or disorder, especially one caused by dirt or rubbish. Fun. Enjoyment, amusement, or pleasure. Trouble. Difficulty or misfortune. Clean. Free from dirt, marks, or stains. Up. In an upward direction or position. Call. To speak or shout to someone who is at a distance. Mother. A female parent. Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. In the beloved children's book, Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss, an unnamed protagonist is persistently asked by Sam I Am to try green eggs and ham. The protagonist repeatedly refuses, offering various excuses and scenarios. But Sam I Am remains undeterred, determined to convince the protagonist to give this unusual dish a chance. The story takes the reader on a whimsical journey through different settings, from a house to a train to a boat, as Sam I Am tirelessly presents green eggs and ham in various ways. The protagonist's resistance softens as the story progresses, and eventually he reluctantly agrees to try the dish. To the protagonist's surprise, he finds that he actually enjoys green eggs and ham. Relieved and delighted, Sam I Am celebrates the protagonist's newfound appreciation for the dish. Themes. Trying new things. Overcoming picky eating. Persistence. Friendship. Vocabulary. Green Eggs and Ham, a fictional dish that is the subject of the Dr. Seuss book of the same name. Try, to attempt to do something. New, not existing before, recent, modern. Setting, the place where an event or story takes place. House, a building that serves as a dwelling for a family or other group of people. Train, a series of connected railroad carriages that move along tracks. Boat, a vessel for traveling on water. reluctantly, hesitantly, and unwillingly. Enjoy, to take pleasure in something. Appreciate, to recognize and show gratitude for something. Persist, to continue in an action or effort in spite of difficulty or opposition. Friendship, a relationship of mutual trust and affection between two or more people.